Thursday, September 7th. Rundown. Myself, Ken Jack Mack. Football kicks off today.
Finally.
Not bad. Long summer. Made it through. Chiefs Lions 8:20 on NBC. Lions kind of moving around. Kelsey probably not playing. Chiefs -4.5.
Chris Jones not playing?
Chris Jones not playing. Probably a bigger story. We were kind of spinning this a little bit on Pick Central. I think that you get queasy. I think Patrick Mahomes is in the territory of Tom Brady, where I get queasy anytime you hit submit against Tom Brady back when he was running, and then you should get queasy anytime you hit submit against Patrick Mahomes in big games. Now, if you bet him against the spread, the best he's going to do is 12-6. You can't ride that every night. But to me, I don't think this game really means that much to the Chiefs. Even getting the rings and all that stuff, like, I could see them Super Bowl hangover, shitty first quarter. After a while, you're kind of like, all right, whatever. It does mean the world to the Lions. But if you want to back the Lions, I still think anytime you fade Patrick Mahomes, you're going to get queasy. So that's kind of where I'm sitting in terms of this. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm just happy to watch the game. Pizza, wings, high noons, like, nice, sit, enjoy the game. But no real feel. I think a Super Bowl for the Lions.
People are way too high on the Lions this year. They're favored to win the division.
Really
That's
seems like the
crazy.
Lions. If you ask any fan, take their fandom away, who are the storylines for the NFL this year? It's the Jets and the Lions.
It's crazy.
They're sweeping the story.
So cold on them.
I am so over the Lions. I'm so over Dan Campbell. I just don't like the Lions at all. I've been #1 Lions hater since Dan Campbell. I said, I'm on record saying I thought Dan Campbell was going to go down as like, this isn't how you coach the NFL. You don't do the motivational high school football bullshit.
Well, you know what sucks is that they're getting too popular and becoming like too cliche that everyone loves the Lions, because
I don't.
Last year, just as a 6-box TV watcher in there every Sunday, the Lions were fun.
They were a great offense. They were a great offense last year.
I want to like the Lions, but now it seems like everybody likes the Lions.
Every fucking time they were like, you thought the game was over, the Lions would just come back. It was so fluky. But I wouldn't even say it's fluky.
In the most entertaining games I've seen all year. So
it's them versus the most consistent offense of the last decade.
Of course, yeah.
So,
yeah. And Andy Reid, and So, but yeah, I think they could play spoiler. I think it's gonna be entertaining.
Should be a good game.
Dogs always do well in the first 2 weeks in the NFL. It seems like.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Tom Brady signs, but I'm just happy to have it back. How about this? I didn't know this. I said it on Pick Central. I looked it up last night. When do you think the NFL started this Thursday night kickoff to open the season?
Relatively recently, I would guess.
2006.
I would guess like 2010.
All right, you're better than it's 2002.
Really?
I could be wrong. It doesn't feel like that. That it's 20 years of doing this.
I would have thought it was more recent.
The Giants and Washington kicked it off, I think, in 2002. I felt like it is a perfect setup.
Yeah.
You want the game, and then
get a taste.
Yeah.
And I mean, they come back for more on Sunday.
Now, the Thursday games during the week, I don't love. I really don't. But this is a perfect setup.
Well, they all sucked last year.
What do you think the Thursday game should be reserved for college football?
It shouldn't be reserved for college, but I remember when they didn't do it every week, and that was when I first, I'll be honest, found out about the NFL Network. I was in college.
Like week 11, week 12?
And they were like,
Jets played the Bills in Canada.
Maybe that one.
Guaranteed.
More so it was this. Yeah, okay. More so it was this. It was Cowboys, Packers, and they were combined like 22-1.
Yeah.
And it was late. It was around Thanksgiving because St. Joe's played Gonzaga the same night at St. Joe's basketball. Shout out my boy Jay Brew. I went up to his house to watch it, but everyone was freaking out. They don't have the NFL Network. You're calling bars. Are you going to get it? And they didn't even think it was worth it to add the packages. This is such an old man take, but now it's available.
Right.
I don't like the Amazon. I'd rather just have it on TV. Don't make live games streaming only.
What's your most memorable Thursday night game?
That one, the Jets did beat the Patriots on a Thursday night. I remember that.
Brett Favre. And there's another Jets game that's, I think, one of the most memorable ones.
On a Thursday?
Yep.
Just from watching. I'm not even a Jets fan, but no, which one?
It was the Tebow had a Tebowing game on against the Jets.
Against the Jets. Yeah.
It was before, obviously, the playoff when they beat the Steelers
in the playoffs.
Steelers,
yeah.
But there was I remember the Jets were in the playoff hunt, and I was heartbroken. I had basketball practice the next morning at 5 a.m. because it was tryouts, and I was trying out for the team that year to try to make it, and I couldn't fall asleep because the Jets game was on. I was listening on the radio because my parents were like, you gotta go to sleep, you gotta go to sleep. It was brutal. And then it was on NFL Network, so I had one of those small TVs that you could watch in your bed.
You don't have network.
But those were just cable. Like it had the little thing on top. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think was it one of the games. I was probably be like 5 years ago now. They did a color rush. I think it was like Jags.
Yeah, the color rush.
Titans.
Jags. And they had the ugliest. The Jags had their all gold color rush thing was the ugliest fucking.
Wasn't it? It was mustard.
Yeah, mustardy.
I think. Yeah.
And it was a disgusting game. And I feel like the last few years there hasn't been a ton of really good TNF games.
I think
the Jaguars Jets last year was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursdays are good, I guess, if it kicks you off for the weekend. Little teaser. Well, it's going to be out already, but healthy debates. Maybe the fourth quarter, the fourth argument today. I talk about Thursdays. I think Thursdays have a real short shelf life in your life. They don't matter as a kid. They don't matter now when you're a grown adult in the workforce.
No, in New York City,
but in
Thursdays
college,
are good.
They're part of your days
in college, you lived for Thursdays.
Yeah.
Lived.
I did not.
Bar was packed.
It was just, and they all got the themes.
And you made sure you didn't have any early morning Friday classes.
Which I always did, but it taught you, basically college taught you to wake up early for your job, and be hungover most times, so that's how it works. But Tom Brady signs a long-term strategic advisor deal with Delta Airlines. Delta announced Wednesday, that was yesterday, that they've struck a multi-year agreement with TB12, making Tom Brady a long-time strategic advisor for the company. In the position, Tom Brady will give Delta employee, customers, and stakeholders a piece of his mind on a number of topics, including general greatness. Quote from Delta, he's going to come inside the company to talk about our people, about greatness, about resilience, about excellence, about performance in a team sport. He played with the greatest teams in the world. Magic's going to happen. All right, this makes sense. Any corporate thing, they bring in somebody from a Fortune 500 company. I remember I worked for the Jets for a little while. They brought in a guy who runs hotels, and he told this story about this little girl and going the extra mile, and this little girl loved cucumber water, and they sent up a picture to his room, and it's all these stories that you get in these books and all that shit. So it makes sense. Yeah. But if Brady's not trying to also give actual opinions to make planes better, he'd go fuck himself. Now, I also love that just take the money if they're going to pay it. I'm going to be a strategic advisor. I'd be a strategic advisor anywhere. But load the plane from the back. Make that the order of the groups in terms of that. And jail time if you put your carry-on in a row that's not above yours.
Yep.
Jail time.
Yeah, and I think if
jail time.
Add on
and anybody who does the in-shot, I know they're getting up. I'm actually going away from wanting to execute the people who get up right when you land. I get it. You can be a little whatever. But if you stay in your spot and you want to stretch, and it is uncomfortable because you can bang your head on the thing. But the people who do the in-shot, like I'm in 12, and you're in 11, and I think I'm going to try and go. No, jail time. Jail time.
All right.
So Brady's got to get all those opinions out there.
I think to add on to that, too, I think if you start a fight on any airline, you should be banned from flying for like 5 years total. But I think if you're just doing Delta alone, he's obviously not running like the FAA or whatever. But like, just tell them, look, you start a fight, you're banned for life. Also, here's the number one thing Delta has a problem with right now. Tom Brady, just tell him, no pooping. Absolutely no pooping on your flights can be allowed. Because they had to turn around that flight that was going to Madrid because someone diarrheaed all over the aisle.
I felt so bad for that person. They must have a serious issue.
Like, they couldn't make the bathrooms are no more than like 10 feet away from you at any given time.
Dude, if you're in a row, they don't let you use the first class. It's long to the back. And Barcelona, I felt like would be 47 rows.
Like, when you have diarrhea coming down the pipeline. You know what I mean? Like, you have a rough stomach.
But let me tell you something. From a guy who can get shit pains here and there and be locked up. Like, public bathrooms, you're at the mercy of the door opening.
But he didn't get to the bathroom. He pooped right when the second he got in the aisle.
I know, but yeah, that's the part he should have got up earlier.
Like,
but I also think he might have just been standing outside and shit anyway. So you gotta time it.
In the video, it's almost like he left a snail trail of human shit. You know what I mean? Like he was just almost doing a little walking forward, pooping his pants.
I felt bad for that person. I will say I'm going to sit this one out because then I'll get on a Pete Buttigieg yelling about the flights and whatnot. So I'm just going to sit this one out.
Fair enough. I think the guy should lean into it.
What do you mean, just start being
if they don't put him on a no-fly list? Yeah, he's first off. How
a biological weapon. Yeah.
How we don't have you get a photo of everybody.
Yeah.
How did while he was walking across, or how did nobody?
You can't ruin that guy's life.
Maybe that's a mission for the ride. Is we all looking for an enemy? Maybe we go.
No,
get the
that's
poop
not
bandit.
like that guy probably has like an awful disease. It's not.
All right, if he has that.
But I mean, if
feel
he had
bad,
some
but-
awful disease he knew about, he'd be sitting right next to the bathroom in every
All right,
fight
that's
he ever
also
does.
true. That's also true.
Or can you
bring
take a
up-
4-hour, 6-hour flight to Barcelona?
Exactly. You wouldn't be taking a 15-hour flight. Well,
Just
that's
drive.
Barcelona, not that
You
far.
could just
really.
drive to Barcelona and figure it out.
That's a great point.
Yeah, once you get that maglev, you've seen that superconductor thing that they
Yeah.
made. Once that gets going up, you can
Yeah.
get from LA to New York in 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'll have that, but
Is
going to
that
Barcelona.
safe, though? How fast
It's not
is it
gonna
gonna
happen.
go?
It's like
Not in our
people just
lifetime.
love that meme. They're just
Yeah.
like, oh, imagine if America looked like this.
Oh, the
Yeah, they want
superconductor
all of
train.
us to not have cars.
I think they should figure out a way to get you from anywhere in the 5 boroughs in 20 minutes.
That would be
That's-
amazing.
Start there. Let me see if that actually can happen.
charge
Then we'll
us
do
more
it.
Probably not.
No chance. You ever sat on the Van Wyck?
EQE worse, IMO, but
I think
also
the entire hot take. I think the entire state of Connecticut is maybe the worst. I'm convinced.
Whoa, what, dude?
Having done a lot of travel from school, from New York to Massachusetts and back, I don't think anyone lives in Connecticut. I think it's like the fucking Truman Show.
I literally
Guys are
lived
just
there.
driving.
I literally
Yeah,
went to school
I
there.
gotta go to your house to see it.
All right.
It's all traffic, dude. It's a nightmare.
Come on, my
Actually-
dog died.
Great Taco Bell on exit 43 or something like that.
Southern State actually way worse. The more I
Wait,
think about it, that's way worse.
43. That's
One of those exits. I don't know.
That's around where my exit is.
One of those
West
exits has a
Hartford.
Taco Bell. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Bill Belichick single again. Page 6 reports that Bill Belichick, coach, had to split with longtime girlfriend Linda Holiday. The couple has been together since 2007. The Patriots are reportedly concerned things could get ugly.
All right, question.
Dave spun this and said it's basically the media trying to take down Patriots, and they're retiring Brady's number on Sunday. They don't want to upset the Eagles. I get that.
Question. Ranking the eligible bachelors in the world right now, or in America, where does Bill Belichick rank percentile? And I'm saying for women that would
Check his net worth.
date a man much older than them.
I don't know. I think he's got to be miserable to like be around.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No personality, yeah. Well,
Does
I
he
mean,
review his own film all the time too? Like he is a perfectionist. You have to deal with that.
He's worth $60 million.
Is he bringing you in after a night of dancing and romancing and be like, here's what you did. I kind of like this.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
Guy's a he made Edelman review the tape 40 times when he missed a pass. He said,
Yeah,
"Oh, pardon
no,
my
yeah,
tape."
no, yeah.
I mean, if he's worth $60 million, there will be a lot of people lining up, no matter what. And he's obviously in the public eye nonstop, which people like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about eligible bachelor, but I think he'll be swooped up pretty quickly. I would
If he
imagine.
wants to.
Yeah,
Or you think
exactly.
he's just like, you know what, didn't work.
Yeah.
He's just done. He's done with like women altogether.
Yeah, he's.
Ooh, a gay Belichick. The world would put on notice immediately.
Imagine the rumors about Hernandez and him.
Yeah. Oh man, that would spark up immediately.
What do you mean? Come on.
I can't do Connecticut traffic. You got dead guys? You digging up dead guys and saying?
If he connected the dots.
Yeah, then
Aaron
he would
Hernandez,
understand, yeah.
Connecticut.
Exactly. He did go. He's a Connecticut
enough.
guy.
Caleb Williams' dad says his son may return to school next year if a team is picking number one.
The
Team picking number one is not to his liking. Challenge. I like that he's trying to get the leverage early.
Cap.
You like that.
Cap.
But I don't know if it's actually. I think you go number one, you're going to go number one.
I'll bet my life he doesn't play college football next year. Life.
Yeah, there's no way. he
fucking
goes
himself so bad.
Dude, I mean, he's amazing. He's going to be the number one pick. I can't wait to see him.
Well,
in the
I would
NFL.
do this. If you were going to hold out, I would hold out and just practice. Like every week, I'd have my own pro days. What do you think Caleb Williams is going to get any worse not playing?
Delaying your time in the NFL by a year could cost you
So much.
tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. He's
I'm
young.
just saying,
too.
if you were going to hold out and you just didn't want to play for the Arizona Cardinals, I would not go back to school. It opens up that possibility of
Getting
injury.
hurt.
Well, what's
yeah.
wrong with playing for the Arizona Cardinals?
There's like really that's the team that's like going to be
Yeah.
the most
I
in
think it's going to be the
contention.
Bucks.
It's not the worst
Shout out
team.
Shea.
Also,
I'm rooting for the Bucks to just
low
go
key,
16,
Cardinals,
17.
ideal spot. You don't have a lot of media.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Arizona.
Final Four 2024, Arizona.
Caleb Williams, I forget where Caleb's from. He's from D.C. though. That's the only thing. Maybe he wants to be East, but you can't be that
Who's
picky.
the worst East Coast team right now? Like who's going to be projected in the lowest?
Panthers, but they just passed.
Well, I
not
guess
someone.
if you consider Tampa East Coast to a
I guess the
degree,
Commanders
that's
could
Southeast.
just have an awful year.
Could he do what Eli Manning did?
Yeah, he
Request a
could. He
draft agent?
could.
That's
wanted
much
to.
more likely.
But he's not he's not manning a legacy like
Well,
that.
Arizona, Houston, Tampa, L.A. Why wouldn't he go to L.A.? Why wouldn't he just stay in L.A. if the Rams sneak up?
Texans,
From
I mean,
DC.
Bucks.
He
Bucks
wants
would be better.
Washington.
Bucks would be sick, actually.
But Texans
I think
aren't
the
going
Bucs are
to,
gonna be
unless C.J. Stroud literally dies, they're not going to.
Bucks are going to be bad, but they have two of the better receivers in the NFL. Even next year when they're a little bit older, but like they have one of the better defenses still in the NFL. That'd be a great spot for him.
I'm just rooting for them to.
Yeah, you're not
bomb
getting the
out for
Colts.
Shea, but Shea will spin it. He'll just be reviewing film every week. So.
What, you want Anthony Richardson to end? You want him too? John Rich, I see you highlighting the Colts.
I would love. I want the Colts to do exactly what the Bears did last year. Have like a good Anthony Richardson, like Justin Fields, a lot of promise, and then get the number 1 pick because they're going to need. They're years away.
By the way,
That would be perfect scenario.
I think I may lead the brigade of Justin Fields truther.
Truther in that he's good?
Not good.
Not good.
Or just he's average.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty good quarterback. I wouldn't say he's like world-ending or anything like that. Very fun to watch.
People are like, MVP.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know.
See, the Bears, I have no real problems with the Bears. Much like
I don't have any problems.
Much
No,
like the
absolutely not.
Steelers. Like I think the NFL is
Yeah,
actually
I like
better when
Steelers,
those
yeah.
teams because
Yeah.
I've just known the Steelers even as a little kid.
Legacy
Nah,
teams.
Steelers
Steelers
being-
broke my heart in 2010.
The Steelers I have no real problems with. So the Steelers being good, like I'm okay with. The same with the Bears. Like I remember Cutler.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like they were in the Super Bowl. It felt like the Bears have been better more often than not. So and we have a lot of Chicago guys like let the Bears be good, let the Steelers be good. Like keep the.
I like when the Bears have a
entities-
good defense. I love when the Bears have a good
I will
defense.
say it's good for business if the Bears are good.
Yeah, I also think, I mean, even as a Giant fan, I hate the Cowboys, but for the NFL, it is kind of better when the Cowboys are in the mix.
All our numbers are up. I mean, it's
When the
like
Cowboys are in the mix, because either way, I'm hate watching the Cowboys. Do I ever want to win a Super Bowl? Absolutely not. But be in the mix.
I could hate Deion right now, like I could hate him, but he's good for unnecessary roughness, for college football show, for all of like.
Same with Miami, Florida,
100%.
like Florida State, of course.
You want those, and I'm with you. I'm a guy who's like, no, when this team's good, the league, the sport is better.
better.
Yeah, it's a million things. College basketball is better when Indiana's in the mix. Like,
Yeah.
it's the way it goes.
Did you see that TikTok of the Cowboys fan with the full wrap of his car, and it's like Landry on one side, Des Bryant on the front hood?
No, I need to see that though.
Cowboys fans are some of the craziest.
they're,
Cowboys fans are the most like crazy college football fans
Yeah.
in the NFL.
It's
Because-
exactly, yes, great
Because
call.
it's, I was thinking about that recently. Like the fandom is the same in terms
No.
of people living and dying with their teams.
Yeah.
But there's like that next level of where they make their whole life that aspect, and the Cowboys are that.
Yeah, exactly. John Rich, sir, I'll see if I can find it.
We'll
John
find
Rich.
it. Woman declares, I love this lady. Woman
lady
declares
rocks.
herself non-taxable to the IRS.
Yep. Shout out this
On
woman.
TikTok announced that
I'm already in her DMs.
she has notified the IRS that she is a non-taxable living woman.
Yep.
She specifies that it's not the same thing as tax exempt because when you go tax exempt, you're asking the IRS for permission to not pay taxes. She is telling them,
You know-
love it, get in front of the story.
No, fuck yeah.
Says she sent an affidavit to the IRS. They have not gotten back to her yet. Can't imagine why that is.
Well, the IRS doesn't get back to you. They're
they
the
just-
slowest organization in the world.
Bureaucratic.
They just inform you you owe shit down the road. But,
Yeah.
if she doesn't get a response, she will then assume that she can continue living her life as a non-taxable living woman. She claims the reason she is non-taxable is because she does not reside within
D.C.
Washington D.C. zip code, but she does specify why that. But she doesn't specify why that.
I think that
I just love
probably.
this. I'm just not taxable. The only thing is, why is she making this a thing? Just you can go. They're not going to track. Like, well, I shouldn't say that. They
What do you
won't
mean
try
they
to
just-
track you down, but they'll just first. It's snail mail. They send you letters. The way they inform you owe taxes, they send you letters.
I know
They don't knock on your house and
Yeah.
like lock you up.
I know
So,
she's
like,
got a small ass dog.
keep playing.
Oh, yeah, the
game.
crustiest eyes. you've ever
Crustiest
seen.
dog. It's like this
Yeah.
dog's so cute, and you're like, eh.
Oh, come look at.
I thought she'd be a crazy
It's,
person.
oh.
She's actually not. She looks kind of normal.
No, that's a crazy.
She's saying she's going to defy the federal government and not pay them taxes.
I think that.
But I'm saying she doesn't have. She doesn't have like.
yeah, no, she's not a conspiracy theorist or something like
Yeah,
that.
she looks normal.
No, she may be.
She's an idiot and a moron, and she's going to get in big trouble. But if this works, it's awesome, and I'm going to absolutely follow
Just
suit.
go right under the umbrella.
I mean, taxes are theft. Like I've established this and whatnot.
Many times.
We
when
do.
did you learn about taxes when you first got your first paycheck?
First paycheck was rough.
Me? No,
Pathmark.
Are you kidding? I was the kid in high school saying taxes are theft. Like,
Never
come
been
on.
taxed once in your life.
Yeah, I
It's
started
like-
doing the math. And New York is so much worse because it's like, I think you get now it's
City,
when I
state,
first started, it was
federal.
70% when I was like young getting the checks, but now it's like Like
Dude.
65%
There's been some
of your
people
actual
here
paycheck.
that I'm not going to say names because that would just be mean, but who have asked and said out loud, why do I only have half of my paycheck?
You don't teach it enough in schools.
No, I know, and I don't blame that person. And I just told the person, I said, well, I think that's
give a
tax.
nickname.
No, I'm not. I will not.
Is it
Friend or
last
foe?
name Cahill?
I don't have anything wrong with this person.
Do I?
No.
Male or female?
When Frank gets hit with that cameo tax, I hope he has a good accountant.
Women typically are more so have questions about taxes. Yeah.
I have probably the most questions about taxes in the world. Mostly like, why do we do them? I know.
Why
the
do we
answers.
do them?
I know the
Where do they
answers,
go? But I mean,
I wish,
How would you describe
I wish I could
the
choose
woman?
where they go. You know what I mean? I wish
or
I could
you wouldn't
choose.
even see.
Does this
Yeah,
woman
that
lean
too.
more towards sports or pop culture?
We're not going to do this. I'm not going to say who it is.
Like, I don't
20
want.
questions.
I don't want.
I know
any of-
what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Like, I don't want any tax money.
I'll
going
tell
to
you
the-
after, but I'm not going to say on screen.
Yeah.
And the person doesn't deserve it. I like the person.
You just tried to dig up Aaron Hernandez and put him in a relationship with Bill Belichick.
Aaron Hernandez
on camera.
killed
No,
people.
That already happened though. That was real.
But Bill Belichick.
That was
didn't.
real.
It was real. Yeah.
And this person won't. Yeah.
How much of your tax money you want going to the Ukraine?
Mine?
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. See, I wish I could just choose. I wish I could just pick and choose where am I. Like, I want good roads. We
I'll
put tax
give
all the time.
up
So roads
roads.
fucking suck.
You need a tax guy?
What, a guy to tell me?
No, guy to do your taxes.
No, I know. I have the taxes are fine, but like I wish I could just choose where they go.
I will say though, if you do want to start a revolution,
I got my guy.
you could
Cheese.
do this. This is how you would do it. But no, we're not paying taxes.
Yeah, right.
Just nobody does it.
And I will say, if you got enough people, the IRS does not have enough employees. Their employees, and I don't blame them. They're just like government.
They would just have the FBI knocking down our doors.
Power of the
us.
people does work. When I lived in Philly for a little while, there was a school that was abandoned
How it starts.
across the street from us, and people just parked. It just became a parking lot. The school was abandoned. One day they put flyers on every car, and said, "We're taking it back. Like you can't park here anymore." Nobody moved. We will tow the cars. Nobody moved the cars.
Oh, it's
Can't tow every car.
They can't tow every car, and they can't get in there to start, and it's a hell of a process. Or if you were in the middle, you had enough time. It's like the old hot thing of like, I don't have to be the fastest deer. I just got to be
Not the
faster than
slowest,
one
not the
person to get
slowest.
eaten
Yeah.
by the bear or whatever that.
oh, it's like you don't want to be last. It's
yeah,
like
you don't want to be
the
last.
fast,
You just gotta
don't wanna
be
the
okay. I
slowest.
just gotta be okay. You just don't be the slowest. Don't be the slowest. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the slowest, so somebody else gets eaten.
It's better to be in the
And
middle.
if you're in the middle of those cars, they got a little time when they start wheeling them out that you have enough thing like, oh shit.
And somebody will call
They
you
were
and be
serious.
like, we gotta
yeah.
go. Yeah.
So like, power of the people works. Yeah, shout out tax guys. My guy Cheese is doing like 5 people's taxes
Get
here.
your taxes done by a guy named Cheese.
Yeah. Hey, Marty. Marty. Cheese is good with the taxes, right?
This is not a great.
He does JBs,
endorsement,
he
I don't
does-
think.
I want to make
How's
it
cheese?
clear. I pay all my taxes.
How's
the
cheese?
least amount.
Cheese is fantastic.
Great with the taxes.
Cheese is good. I actually don't even know if I know his name. I call him Cheese, and he's great.
It's unbelievable. It's a good guy. All right, thanks.
My
He's doing
goal
like
in
5
life.
people now.
My goal in
He's
life.
got a good portfolio.
He does. He's a good guy.
My goal in life is to pay the least amount of taxes possible.
Just don't pay.
I think that's everybody.
I'm tax exempt too.
I don't know if that's true.
Non-taxable.
Like I want the government to have
non-taxable.
none. Like
Honestly.
I'll pay for things that I don't even need. I don't want the government to have my money.
This one I wrote about. I saw it in Jersey. I think it was in the New York Post, and it was written by a competent New York Post writer, not
Unlike
Zach Brazil, you fucking rat.
Zach Brazil,
Scumbag.
St. John's.
Rat.
Who's that Jets guy? Was he a Post guy?
Oh, they hated him.
Yeah,
was
they
Daily
hated
News.
his ass.
He was Daily
Daily
News.
News.
We like
okay.
the Post,
They
though.
hated his ass.
Except Zach Brazil, you.
I'm a Post guy too.
Tommy was his fucking roommate in college, Brazil. Fucking rat.
He was part of the Ford and Pussy Patrol.
No. Brazil's like 50 years old. Dude.
Ah,
Like don't try that with me. I know Brazil.
I just ragged Tom. You like him?
No, my friend, my best friend from college, John Iorio, hates him.
Good.
Tommy and Brazil were doing the chop. I
Yeah,
heard.
they were doing the. Oh, no. We were at UConn Providence Big East tournament this year. Brazil was walking after St. John's Marquette, and he was walking by, and my buddy's like, "Hey, Brazil!" He was like, "Fuck you!"
Tell him.
and Brazil was like, "What's your issue?" And he was like, "Well, you think they're gonna fire Anderson now?"
He's a dickhead. I fucking hate him. Guy poured green dye in a pool. So a New Jersey man used a drone to repeatedly drop green dye into a hotel pool. Kids and adults were reportedly sobbing in the heat. The man's name was Patrick Spina, 45 years old. He was arrested Monday. He's allegedly been terrorizing local pools for months, with sea dye transforming clear blue water into nasty neon green. Hotel says it cost them several $1,000s to repair as the sea dye causes serious damage to the concrete base of the pool. All right. Only good thing in the story is that he didn't do it to people's actual homes.
He did it to hotels.
He did it to hotels, which is still horrible. I said there's certain things you don't mess with. Sunday mass, football in the South, pools in the summer. You gotta cool off. You gotta be able to cool off.
No,
You need a body of water. The AC, sitting in the AC works, but you know as you're sitting there enjoying it, your electric bill is going ka-ching, ka-ching. Like it hurts. Go in a body of water, sit outside. You look at like activities in the summer. Little kids have play dates there.
No, yeah.
Parks in the minnows, community pools. Like the fact they ruined this. You know, women have like, and the moms, if they're off, they have a liquid lunch. They drop the kids at camp. Like pools are a center of like summer meetups. This is bullshit.
Patrick Spina, he was the fourth. He ruined the Patrick.
I like that they included the fourth. Yeah. Like if this didn't happen to me, I would think it's very funny. Like a very petty way to get back at a neighbor that they're pissing you off or something like that.
Yes.
Fly a drone over the house and drop down.
I always
He
did.
has
no
anarchist,
yeah,
communist.
what's his gripe?
Yeah, what's his gripe? Do we know?
What's his gripe at the hotel?
I always thought one of the meanest things you could do if you really had a gripe with somebody was break into the house and shit in their pool.
Yeah, I mean that's just like burglary.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Well,
like,
you said it was funny, so.
Well, not the shitting in the pool. The shitting in the pool, that's like a biohazard.
If you
This is
really
just
had
dye.
a problem with somebody, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking of ways where you could do it and not get arrested or leave DNA.
He's been released from prison on a.
And getting arrested for putting dye in a pool. I don't know. That's just very funny to me too.
Could we look up his LinkedIn? I want to know what this guy does.
Patrick Spring.
I don't think he has a job.
He has to have a gripe.
He's 45.
By the way, this lady being like, I was broken down crying because I was so frazzled by this entire event. All these kids are crying.
Dude,
Like,
part
come
of a
on.
hotel.
No, that's probably your lawyer.
You go to a hotel as a family.
Emotional damages.
Emotional damages on
You
top
go to a
of it.
hotel as a family. You don't care what the fuck the pool looks like. You're 8, 9 years old. You're just excited to go in.
Yeah.
It's as big as this box.
Yeah.
Right there, like.
It's not fucking toxic. Like, they just said it was dye.
No, but yeah.
It looks gross or whatever, but like.
He's a business owner, so this goes deep.
Ooh, what is his gripe with this hotel? I want to find out.
Is it only one hotel he did it to?
He's been
He
terrorized.
said a couple places. I mean, this is. I need to know. This hotel had to do something bad. They had to fuck him
Skell
over.
of the week. Skell of the week.
I will say, crying for a quality inn.
Yeah.
I mean, I get. It's great that you
Jack,
are.
you gotta remember, the people scraped up the $89 for the
No,
night.
I know. No, I get it. But it's the employee, not the.
The employee saying
I
she
get the
breaks
kids
down
crying.
crying.
Oh yeah.
Like if
the
kids are
employee
crying, I
was
would be-
crying.
Yeah.
Like, fucking
think of
die
it
in
this
a
way,
pool.
If you work there though, that might be the thing that breaks you. We walked into a family vacation one time, like around Hershey and.
Look up the
on a
business
road
he owns.
trip.
I wanna-
We walked into Wendy's, and the girl behind the counter like was leaving and walking out crying in her uniform. So you like something must have broke.
Look, if it was
Somebody asked for an
something-
extra chicken nugget and that was just enough.
If it was something they
Child
fucked up,
issues, like whatever.
if it's someone in the hotel fucked up, like, yeah, we messed up the filter, no one can go in the pool today, like, yeah, I'd feel super bad. But if
Right.
someone else sabotaged the pool,
Yeah,
and I
it's
could
not
say,
you,
like,
yeah.
hey, someone
Yeah,
fucked up
but-
our pool, they did a crime, I wouldn't feel
Like I
like
said,
really
I-
Look, they
bad.
said it was not only illicit, which obviously it was. He got a fucking he got a drone. I mean, if it's not only illicit, they say there's potential victims should call the LinkedIn. I want to see LinkedIn.
They're setting up a hotline for the pool dye bandit.
Well, it's Galloway. This is probably the biggest thing that's happened in Galloway ever.
Patrick Sprina, principal owner of Comfort Solutions Housing. So did they like fuck him out of
Heating-
money when he fixed their HVAC?
Had to have been.
See your mutual connections.
It's in New Jersey.
Nah, that's crazy.
No,
Oh,
you
no,
definitely
that's
don't. You
just-
don't. You don't.
that
It's
he
trying to
doesn't-
get you in.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a trap.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
LinkedIn's the most overrated fucking social media platform too, right?
Well, I mean, for us, we could say that because we have a job where it's like.
Yeah, but I
LinkedIn.
was
It's
back
this dude. It's this dude. It was 100%. This guy,
Do you have
he has an
Facebook? Go to
HVAC
Facebook.
contract.
We'll find them. HVACs, yeah. And those guys don't fuck around when you fuck
No,
with them.
no. They didn't. They left an unpaid invoice. They refused to pay him. Said he did something wrong or something.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Log in on
You
stream.
got Skell of the week.
Why? He's a criminal.
He's a loser.
Criminal. We already put his name out.
Fuck it. Well, the Post did.
You need to get this guy on the line.
Aftershow, right? Aftershow? Yeah, you got
Thanks, Cook on right now.
Pat Bev came in with some.
Well, yesterday was a hell of a day.
Pat Bev's amazing. Yesterday was.
He really
crazy.
is.
Oh yeah, no, Pat Bev. I mean, the fact how much Pat Bev has bought into Barstool as a whole is one of the cooler things of 2023 to me.
He kind of does.
Nice if he was a Nick. I will say that.
I know. Well, yeah. I mean,
It's kind of cool that he's almost like Biz. Like, you know when Biz comes in and he just acts like he's the mayor? And he walks up and shakes every single person's hand. Like, Pat Bev does the same thing. It's cool. It's awesome.
Biz is another one that he remembers names too.
Yes.
I mean, we get to work with a lot of cool people. Those are the moments I'm like, you're in the NBA, dude.
Yeah.
You know, why are you talking to me? Yeah, talking to Meek Phil is like.
Talking to him next to Meek Phil is just an insane visual.
But people were looking up Meek Phil's tweets to see if he had anything about Beverly. He really didn't.
He's standing next to Meek Phil. He said, I've never smelled anything like this in my entire life.
He said that?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's fucked.
He was thinking it, though.
Yeah, we're just ruining a reputation.
Did you see my face? I was like, oh my God.
He gave Tommy a goat keychain. Did you see that?
They're best friends. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah,
What
he
in
loves
Pussy
Tommy.
Patrol we up?
Yeah, seriously.
Tommy,
Where did Pat Bev go to school?
Arkansas. Woo pig.
You guys are good at this stuff.
I will say, there was a lot that happened yesterday. It's great for business, I guess.
Very good for business.
You know? Were the Mean Girls in today? Interesting.
Attaboy on the Kirk show today.
Good question.
See that clip?
Who would?
What you looking at, Nate? Not me.
Giving us a grill?
I thought you were reacting to something I said. It's fine.
He's got his headphones on. Dave said good job to Rico on the Kirk show.
Oh, he did? Nice.
I tweeted the Billingsley thing when he's crying on his dad's shoulder.
Yeah.
Wait, why did he say good job?
Rico Bosco blogged 7 times over Memorial Day weekend.
He did?
Yes.
Labor Day weekend.
Yep, Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Good blogs, long
Good blogs.
I gave him an attaboy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. He blocked 7 times over Labor Day weekend?
Yes.
So between he and Clemmer, they combined for 7 blogs over Labor Day
Correct.
weekend. That's
and
pretty
that's
productive.
one guy, believe it or not, who has gotten it beaten into his head that he's lucky to be here, and another guy who, like, I don't want to keep saying this, but after 100 people get laid off, and I have been preaching, do something, blog, anything, for Clemmer just to sit there and do nothing and then raise his head by criticizing other people, yes, that to me is nuts.
Sure.
7 college football blogs over the weekend, and then I wrote the big radio one between Saturday and Sunday. I was just trying to, there was a lot going on. Chip Kelly hates the fast quarters.
I will say, man,
had a late hit. Like,
they're
viral moments.
They are ruining college football with the commercials. It's brutal. The nice thing is there's so many games on at once, but I didn't notice it until the standalone games, the Florida State and Clemson games. Man, with the new rules, it's just, there's more commercials. It's the same amount of length of time. They were like, oh, we want the game to go quicker. No, same amount of length.
You can't do the thing,
more
too.
commercials.
You can't lay the big numbers in the first half anymore if you're only going to get 4 possessions. You can't lay. I think it's a principle, only lay 2. I like Maryland first half this week against Charlotte, but I'm worried they might get 4 possessions.
UConn's going to beat Georgia State. Just FYI.
Yeah? All right.
Big UFC fight this weekend. Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya.
Sugar? Right?
What?
That's Sugar Sean, right?
No.
No, that's different Sean. That's Sean
Sugar
O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Sean Strickland.
That's right.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, NFL kicks off. You got a lot of college football show going to Tuscaloosa.
Pup Punk in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
At a Bojangles, which is awesome. Very
yeah,
cool.
a lot. We're back in the mix.
How do you guys feel about the
Football
Jets
every
this weekend?
It's Monday,
Yeah.
so I'm nervous, but I mean, it's the first time in a while that I have actually been, oh my God, here we go.
Aaron Rodgers hasn't lost a Monday Night Football game since 2013.
I think that line's perfect. I think it's going to be a close game. The only thing is I'm just waiting for it to all go wrong.
How do you feel about
Your
Chargers
schedule's
Dolphins?
too tough, man.
I mean, I love the Chargers. I always have.
Yeah, everyone does until they lose and fuck everything up.
But I always bet on the Chargers.
Always fuck 'em on the spread.
I love Herbert. He's amazing.
It's beast.
All right, that's it. That's the rundown. See you on Monday.